Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. This is an evidentiary video. I just called the Sheriff's Department and filed a complaint against the terror threats on my driveway on July 4th and July 6th. Also, the theft of 16 pair of designer prescription glasses that belonged to my deceased mother. These 17 or 18 times that the 55-gallon barrel of water has been dumped on my property. A multitude of other things. But today, and this was not here this morning, somebody came onto the property, either long distance with a directed energy weapon, or when I was somewhere else on the property, and on the side of my house did this. Vinyl siding. You see that? On the side of my house here, while I'm trying to sell it. So the message that I left for the sheriff is that I want the name. I want the name of the person or persons that think it's funny to detonate bombs on my property. I want the names of all the people that are involved, and I'm sure he can find that in the small town. And I also told them to not refer me to the county lawyer until I have a name. The dispatch says, well, I will send it to the appropriate authorities or whatever. I said, no, I want it sent to the sheriff. I want the sheriff to be made aware of this because this is ongoing. This has been happening for a long time since I moved here. I also named October 28th, 2023 and October 12th, 2019, where somebody was in front of my front door and fired a firearm. And the former sheriff did nothing about it, even though I had it on video. So no, I am not going to tolerate this anymore. This is going to go viral. If I have to get a citizen journalist, I want the name of those people that thought it was funny to detonate the bombs and also throw trash on my property and zoom around in my outer field and tear it up. I also want to know who was on my property today and did this, whether it was with a directed energy weapon from a distance, whether it was a BB gun. Somebody did it. Somebody was on my property and did this and is vandalizing the property knowing that it's listed for sale. I am not going to tolerate this anymore. So if I don't get an investigation, if an investigation is not performed, and I don't have the name of the person or persons that did that, I will go to a citizen journalist and I'm going to make this big. I'm going to blow this up. I'm done. I'm so done. They are not going to destroy my property while I'm living here, and they're not going to terrorize me to get off here. And I also mentioned, I said, please do not refer me to the county lawyer. The county lawyer is below the sheriff. And they said, well, he's the only one that could blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, if you don't have a name of who's doing this, there's no reason to involve the county lawyer. If I have a name and I can prosecute somebody, then unfortunately I'm going to have to deal with that piece of shit. No, that's not what I said to him. But until I have a name of someone, I don't need to speak to the county lawyer. That's all he is he's a lawyer. A lawyer, he's not the one that's going to investigate the crimes. He's not the one that's going to perform an investigation. And in fact, he's so corrupt that even when I had a signed witness statement about my neighbors, even when I have her videotaped her dogs trespassing my property, even though I have a videotape of the John Deere tractor tearing out my gate, and even though Chris up the block stole my other gate and stole the auto chassis on my property, that lawyer did nothing but interfere with an investigation and tamper with evidence. Yeah, keep driving by. You think you're religious folks. Oh yeah, for all those people who think that they're religious, We've got one of those down the block. They're all complicit. And by the way, I'm not going to say the name because it's too close to home here. When I move, I will tell you who it is because I've investigated them and they are totally corrupt. Yes, that's all it takes is looking them up. No, they're not just some cute little camp. Just like most of these ministries and these churches, they're all corrupt. All they do is steal your money. So anyway, that's my rant for this morning.